Hi, Greg here. We're going to talk about the kneeling row or the kneeling pull. We'll start from the ground up as we always do. You're going to be in a semi-kneeling position for this because as the weight gets heavier, you're going to definitely want to have one foot in front of you to provide a little bit more resistance for pulling you forward. So the back leg should be nice straight line with the spine, and the front knee should be at about 90 degrees, so a nice square profile from the side. Okay? Then we move to our neutral spine, so you have to arch your back all the way and then just back it off a little bit and set our weight belt. So breathe in and push your stomach out, breathe out, pull your stomach in. Really make sure it's as concave as possible and you really feel the sides of your TVA working to stabilize your back. I am a big advocate of separating this drill into 4 movements. Now the reason I separate this into 4 movements is because if we can exaggerate stabilizing our shoulders before we pull in this environment, then in our everyday lives, when we go to do any of these kinds of activities, our bodies will more naturally stabilize the shoulders, even if it's just a little bit prior to when we pull or have to do anything active like that. Okay? So the first movement is the shoulder row itself. So pulling and getting your shoulder blades together. You really want to do this without lifting your shoulders up. Okay? So you maintain a nice long neck, touch your shoulder blades together. Your elbows will bend slightly. That's fine. As long as you're not actively pulling with your arms, you don't want to see a big bend like this just trying to get your shoulder blades together. So if your arms are relaxed and your shoulders are back, the muscles that are pulling your shoulders back together will bend your elbow a little bit, and that's perfectly normal. Then from here, without moving any part of our body, you're going to pull back until you can get your thumbs, basically the inside of your thumb, close to your lower ribs as much as possible. You really want to make sure that your posture is nice here and your shoulders are sitting back a little bit so your chest can be out. A lot of people, when they're working with too much resistance or they're not really good at stabilizing their shoulders, you're going to see that they push their shoulders forward, sort of cave in a little bit here. This is actually pinching your rotator cuff tendons underneath a bone, which is over time, if you're going to repeat this, it's going to give you a lot of wear and tear on those tendons. So nice tall posture, pull in so the bar can be low on your chest and your thumbs are right near your lower ribs. Then the third movement is to let the weight go forward, so pushing your arms forward, but keep your shoulder blades back and together. You go to the point where your elbows are just slightly bent, your arms relaxed, and then the fourth movement is just to relax completely. Now, it's really important that when you relax, you actually push your shoulders forward. Some people have problems with this just because they're not relaxing enough in between, so it gets hard to feel when you're doing that full pull to set your shoulders. So each time you relax, reach forward, rounding here, but not rounding your spine. So keep your spine nice and tall. Okay? So again, the 4 movements. 1, pull your shoulders back. 2, pull your thumbs to your ribs. 3, let the bar go forward. And 4, relax. Okay?